Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Review Mafia. This is Shrikar. Hoping you guys are all doing well in your respective homes during this COVID-19 situation. So ये सारी चिंता दूर करने के लिए मैं आपके सामने एक न्यू वेब सीरीज़ के रिव्यू लेकर आया हूँ और वो है पिछले हफ्ते फ्राइडे रिलीज़ हुआ था बैंडिश बैंडिट्स। तो एक कॉन्सेप्ट है, एक ट्रेडिशनल इंडियन म्यूज़िक के बारे में बहुत अच्छी तरीके से प्रेजेंट किया था ये मूवी और IMDb रेटिंग्स 8.7 आया था। आई थिंक वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट रिव्यू रेटिंग्स फॉर ए वेब सीरीज़ एंड बहुत अच्छे सा लीड कास्ट है लाइक नसीरुद्दीन शाह, शीबा चड्डा, अतुल कुलकर्नी, ऋत्विक, बowmik, श्रेया चौधरी, त्रिधा चौधरी और कई सारे अदर आर्टिस्ट भी इस मूवी में शामिल है। और उसके म्यूज़िक की बातें करें तो शंकर एहसान लॉय, एज यू नो दे आर वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट म्यूज़िक टैलेंट्स इन इंडिया। और डायरेक्शन की बात करें तो ये मूवी का डायरेक्टर है आनंद तिवारी। आनंद तिवारी कई कॉमिक रोल्स की बहुत प्रसिद्धि है शॉर्ट फिल्म्स में और कई मूवीज़ का असिस्टेंट डायरेक्शन भी किया था लाइक बर्फी और कई मूवीज शॉर्ट फिल्म्स के डायरेक्शन भी किया था और ये इनके डायरेक्शन में आ रहा है। सो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है। सो विदाउट एनी डिले लेट्स गेट इनटू द रिव्यू ऑफ दिस वेब सीरीज इन 3, 2, 1। सजन बिना रेत भरा जागे रतिया। क्या गा रहा है तू? इसे शास्त्रीय संगीत कहा जाता है। तुमको क्या पता है इसका महत्व? इसे म्यूजिक नहीं कहला जाता है। म्यूजिक में दम होनी चाहिए, जैसे दिलबर 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 दिल। देखा था ना, क्लासिकल और वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक में हमेशा ये झगड़ा होता ही रहता है। सो ये मूवी यही कॉन्सेप्ट लेकर बहुत अच्छी तरीके से प्रेजेंट किया था और without any delay let's get into the story. So as I introduced you earlier, this movie has two different parts. One is classical music and the other is western music. So in the classical music part you get introduced to Naseeruddin Shah's character as the head of the Rathod family in Jodhpur, who is also known as the Sangeet Samrat of Jodhpur, in short also known as Pandit Ji. To continue his heir, he wanted his grandson Radhe to practice the cultural music and also wanted him to become the Uttaradhikar of the Sangeet Samrat. So he makes Radhe practice. On the other hand, you can find a western musician Tamanna alias Shreya Chowdhary, who is desperately in need of success. So due to some unwanted reasons, the path of the heroine and hero meet, and what forms next is the crux of the story. Now talking about the story analysis, this story has total number of 10 episodes, of which the first 5 episodes takes a lot of time in developing many characters. You get introduced to a lot of characters where you find very confusion. Especially there is very time taking process in development of characters of Radhe and Tamanna. These characters, the main characters, they get very well introduced, but their development of characters really take a lot of time and their unwanted sequences really keeps you boring in the first 5 episodes. But after the end of the 5th episode where you get introduced to Atul Kulkarni's character, the story starts picking up its tempo till the last and the story gets very interesting. Though the first 5 episodes may not be that worth watching, the next 5 episodes, that is the 6th to 10th episodes, is definitely worth watching due to the performances from Naseeruddin Shah, Atul Kulkarni ji and Sheeba Chadda. Talking about the performances really brings depth of the characters, especially Naseeruddin Shah. He breathes the life of the character of Pandit Ji alias the Sangeet Samrat very well. He brought a dignity to the character, especially in emotion sequences and in the classical presentations. And talking about the performances of Atul Kulkarni as Digvijay Singh, I think though his character is grey shaded, he performed superbly well. And talking about the character of Sheeba Chadda, the surprise package of the whole film is her character. She definitely gets a very well edged and an other back role as Mohini, the mother of Radhe. She as the Sangeet Samragni really brings a lot of depth and you can feel very emotional to her character. And talking about the performances from the lead cast, Rithvik bowmik as Radhe, though his looks were not good, his performance was excellent, especially on the confrontation scenes between him and Digvijay Singh alias Atul Kulkarni. And talking about Tamanna alias Shreya Chowdhary, though her looks were good, she was not able to perform well, especially in emotional sequences. And talking about the other actress, Tridha Chowdhary, her performance and her role is so short and sweet. And talking about the other artist, I think other artists also breathed life into their respective roles and brought depth to the characters. These performances are really one of the finest performances in the recent times. I think the direction department really needs a special mention. Anand Tiwari, the director of Bandish Bandits, really succeeded in presenting the age-old concept in a very unique way. Though there are no confrontation sequences between the Western and the classical forms of music, the showcasing the differences between the Western and classical music is one of the unique presentations that I like the most. And his presentation was very well done. And talking about the analysis of his direction, the first 5 episodes you can find very unwanted sequences, unwanted love scenes. The love scenes, though interesting, but they are really unwanted in the first half, that is the first 5 episodes. But when it comes to the 6th to the 10th episodes, I think he kept an engaging work in terms of direction. Yes, his direction is really very good. After the direction department, the other highlight of this film comes in the form of its music department. Music by Shankar Ehsaan Loy is one of the best in the recent times. Especially the background score in the first 5 episodes is what keeps you engaging throughout. And the songs, Sajan Bin stands out, especially the classical part is definitely, surely going to win millions of hearts. Now talking about the positives, for any movie or a web series to become a hit, it requires 3 components. Number 1, performances from the lead and the supporting cast. Number 2, the hard-hitting dialogues. Number 3, the emotional content. I think Anand Tiwari has succeeded each and every component in a beautiful way, and yes, of course, Bandish Bandits is a sure shot hit. Along with these 3 components, this movie also has an additional highlight of its music. Talking about the negatives, I could only find 2 negatives in the whole web series. One is the performance from the lead actress, Shreya Chowdhary. She did a good job, but I think she could really do much more well. She couldn't emote through her character like other characters did. And the second one, the unwanted and the lagging sequences in the first 5 episodes are a big minus. Other than this, others I found a bit interesting. This story has not only got a good content, it also got a hidden message. The message is in the form of how a small and unwanted incident can change your life upside down, is what shown very beautifully. My review for the whole movie is this. So yes, we have come to the end of our review. Hope you like the review of Bandish Bandits. Please do comment in the comment box. And yes, of course, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to Review Mafia. This is Shrikar signing off. Bye-bye.